Thank you for joining up here. I'm basically wanted to do a little restoration of sorts. Actually, my mom asked me to take a look at one of the scissors that she has, and it seems to be, well, not badly rusted, but it's enough that it needs to get cleaned up. And I was looking at it, and I thought to myself that, might as well make a restoration, a small little restoration video. Nothing super fantastic, but enough to say, we can do this. And what I am going to do here is we're going to head into the garage. I'm actually going to show you. It's a small pair of scissors. It's nothing too huge. It's something like they would use for nails or something like that. Something of that sort. Very small set of scissors. Basically, all it really needs to get done is to take a little wire wheel from a rotary toolkit, and basically take the rust off. And we'll take a look at it together. I do have my rotary toolkit set up in the garage on the workbench of my father's workbench there. And basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to take it apart, so it's two halves, and just basically just kind of take the rust off with the wire wheel. This I'm not going to drag you through the whole from stem to stern. I'm just going to show you, like before, during, before and after effects, because sometimes these things tend to take long, and I don't want to spend too much of a time to have you sit there and say, "Oh, this is interesting," and put it through fast forward, because I don't have a tripod for it. So what I will do is get set up, show you what it looks like, and then show you the before, and then disassemble it, and then actually clean it up, and maybe sharpen it. A little sharpening never hurts. And then put it back together, and then bring it back up to the mud. So I want you guys to take a look at this. It's not too hard. Anybody can actually do it, so long as you have the right tools. In this case, I do with the rotary toolkit that I have from Ryobi. You can use any rotary toolkit for this, but I'm just saying that's the one I have. And we're gonna have some fun. So let's stay tuned. Let's go to the garage and take a look. Well, here it is. This is actually the scissors that I was talking about earlier in the video. They're a small set. So basically, what it is, I'm going to have to take this here apart. There's a small little screw there that I have to definitely unscrew from it, which brings me to two halves, and it looks fairly not complicated. It just looks rusty, and it needs to get a good cleaning on this. So what I'm going to do is actually use this guy here. This here is my rotary tool station that I have from Ryobi. I already have the wired brush on the end of the wand here. The only thing I don't have as of yet is the battery for it, which I do have on the charger, which is just getting charged. And more likely a 3 amp hour battery should do the job for this, just to get this here cleaned up. And if I have a chance, see if I can actually get it sharpened up at the same time. But I'm going to not sharpen it as of yet. I just want to get it cleaned off and put back together and see how she is as it goes. This is just the before looking at it. As you can see, needs a little working. And what I'll do is work on it, come back, and we'll take a look at how I did. Okay? And here we go. This is actually, believe it or not, I was very quick. The bottom part here wasn't too bad for cleaning. I didn't bother doing the loops here. What I did do is, besides take the screw off here, was mainly the inner blades here
and where you have the where it crosses in the center, we have the screw for both sides. So I basically cleaned both the inside of those things. It went very well, believe it or not. I was worried, I was panicking, well, not in panic mode, but I was wondering how much they would have actually taken off of all the rust and dirt that was actually filled up on there. So it wasn't too bad. Definitely, anybody can actually do this. It's not too hard. So long as you have the screws, not the drill bit, the drivers to undo this, and of course, have your trusty little rotary toolkit with you. Mine happens to be Ryobi. I also do have one from Canada something or other, Canada Grinders or something like that. They're the all-in-one. There's like a pen, but this one here I prefer most often. So, and I do have my trusty little grinding head on it. So, ooh, that doesn't look healthy. No, it doesn't. Well, definitely for sure I'm going to be getting a new head for this one here. As you can see, this one here is not the greatest one in the world. But what can you do? I'm definitely going to get a new one, a new head for that one. Or at least I have one in my arsenal of bits. This one just came with the toolkit itself, so it's not so bad. You know what? Let's go take a seat down there, talk some more.
As for the scissors that I actually finally got clean, as you had seen on the video before, it was very something by mine. I could have probably used some very fine sandpaper, but being a little lazy that I am, taking a look at the amount of sandpaper that I do carry or do have, especially for something that small, made no difference because I would have to reuse it for something else afterwards. The cut of the sandpaper itself. That's why I went with my what you call it, the rotary toolkit. That didn't have that much to put together. It's just slap a battery on the back and you can vote 18 volt 4.5 amp hour to get it running. And luckily it did come with a set of bits, so it's just a matter of getting not the grinding bit per se, but the little wire brush that they have for things like this to clean it up. I'd rather put something like that together and quickly run it through because it takes less time with that there and just quickly go over the area that you need, which is, as you saw there, was just the two inner parts of the blade, plus the top part of the little screw that I cleaned off. Other than that, everything went well with it. It was surprising. It didn't take that long at all. It was just some minor cleanup on it. It was just a little bit rusty because it was in the bathroom in what looked like a cup that they use for storing, toenail clippers and stuff like that. So might as well just clean it, get it done and over with. It didn't take that long, and plus the amount that I took off was just negligible metal-wise. But it was mostly the calcium rust that came up, was on it, due to the bathroom being so humid. So that's why I quickly cleaned it out. You can more likely do the exact same thing with if you have a lawnmower or if you have something like knives, not ginseng knives, but the sharpen it up with using a Dremel, of course. Those things I would definitely suggest get. Especially for knives. And I'm not talking about the steak knives themselves, I'm talking about the cooking knives. Especially if you want to keep them sharp. Most chefs will tell you, and I'm not a chef myself, but it's kind of like they are very knowledgeable in cutting the meats and all that. But they also have their own set of particular cooking knives or to make the meal itself. And I've seen some which are very expensive, so. That's why they usually sharpen them on their own there and all that. So this is something we all have to learn too once in a while. So this is the end. This is the end of the video here for this one. It took me under 5 minutes to get it cleaned out. Putting it back together was next to nothing. It was a sneeze. Like if you like it, thumbs down if you dislike it. Add a comment of your own. Let me know what you thought. Okay? Catch you later.